What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Oh my. My mic is not moving. Hold on. I go out of town, mess my phone up, come back, mic not twerking. Anything. So we probably working now. Okay. uh, my fault. My fault. Let's get this shared up real quick here. All these other places, and yeah. Uh, hmm. Let's get over here. Live there. Um, X will be on X2 as well today. Live that up. Post that. All right. Okay, we cooking, right? Uh, let's see. Share this up real quick. And a couple of plays today, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Couple of plays today. Let's see. Hopefully, I had a good holiday or New Year's and things of that nature, man. Back, back down to the money. Back to the bread, right? Nice subtle amount of games today. So it is what it is, right? Let me check X real fast. See what we got going on here. Any news, notes, or news, injury news, things of that nature. New news or whatever. Okay, okay. Jaden Ivey suffered a broken fibula. Oh my God. Any injuries is not are not good, bro. Straight up. All right, so we'll just get right down to the nitty gritty. Don't have to really make this a long video and things of that nature. We got 6 games on the docket. First game starts, 30, 40 minutes, uh, later than our normal times. So we got over under 219 in this Boston Celtics game, right? Uh, Boston Celtics roll favorites, man, at -4. So take it whatever you want to take that with a grain of salt. Um, Boston Celtics. Why we want to target this team, and I do have official play. You might see it over here on the side here, and it's a different ways that you can that you can attack this team. Lately, they've been vulnerable to the rebounds, to the rebound, especially in the power forward position, right? Looking at defense versus position, especially over the course of the last 4 weeks. Chicago and Boston have been really bad versus not very good versus power forwards, right? So in the rebound categories, just overall rebounding as well, So don't want to get it twisted. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Well, I know to the power forward position they have been getting up rebounds. Now, it's a possibility. My official play here is definitely going to be the 6.5 rebounds for Julius Randle. But you can also look at his 3.5 assists at parlay piece, and you can also look at his 10.5, right? At rebounds plus assists. And then I got a few other plays that I do like. I kind of like Julius Randle today, outside of a lot of other folks. Now Julius Randle has been pretty much killing this line, so it is what it is. So let me see. Let me go over here to Julius Randle. I'll just type in Randle, and this is game day insights for anybody questioning what this is. So Julius Randle, right? Lately, the assist has been there. 5 of his last 6 games, he's hit his assist number sitting at 4.5 as a parlay piece. On Prize Picks, you're probably going to get 5.5 at plus money. And then the rebounds, right? He's got rebounds in the area of San Antonio Spurs and OKC, rebounds in the area of 6 and 4. But prior to that, he's hit this number in 4 straight games. So he's 4-6 to this number in his last 6 games, right? Uh, Forwards and a few centers and things like that have been getting busy versus this team. I think if I'm mistaken, you can see somebody like Rudy Gobert. So it's a lot of people that can end up in the rebound category. Hopefully, I'm falling out. I mean, I'm falling into the right play with Julius Randle. But Rudy Gobert, he's another guy that I had looked at, and I probably wanted to take a stab at. He had 20 rebounds versus this team this year. So rebounding hasn't been the greatest rebound team all the time. I like to target this team when I know there's guys who could really, really, really take advantage of that. So looking at Rudy Gobert, it was quite some time ago, but these teams did play. He did have, like I said, 20 rebounds, 8 offensive, and 12 defensive. I didn't go back to see who was in or out that game. Patrick says, good morning. Rough night. Cavalli left the game due to an illness. Taylor Johnson didn't play, and Fox sold me on the rebounds. Ah, that's crazy, man. I hate to see anybody get sold or anything like that, man. But, man, today is a bounce back day, man. So we just going to look at it like that. So at the end of the day, looking at this team here, I do think there's instances where, there's multiple guys that can get to their rebound prop and it's definitely interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. So we'll get like I said, official play over 6.5. I'm going to play the 3.5 as a parlay piece assist. And the 10.5, I'm going to have to play. I'm gonna play that as a parlay piece. Julius Randle can very well come out here and just blow my night, right? But at the end of the day, we're gonna give it a try. Jaden McDaniels is somebody that doesn't play for rebounds. Menacing opportunities, he's out there. Anthony Edwards, here's a guy. He hit his rebound prop in 3 straight games versus this team. He also hit his threes in I want to say a few about 2 or 3 straight games. Right. I think he's given 24 points or better in his last 2 games. Last time he played this team, he gave him 6 threes. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. And speaking of threes, Julius Randle. He's somebody that I've been playing for that 1.5. Right now, you'll get Julius Randle's at a 1.5 and a minus 136. I like the 1.5 as well. And then heading over here to Prize Picks, uh, there's a multitude of things that I can look at that you can look at Julius Randle for. One thing I do like here is the over 5.5, 4.5 3-point attempts. You might want to get that, also. Randall, you might want to jump on that, pause. Boston versus Miami should be a good competitive game if it stays. Yeah, definitely. So right here, let's see, 4.5 3 points attempted. Um, the temptation will be there. I like it, right? That's the beauty of Prize Picks. You can get other plays that you probably won't find anywhere else. So I really like this 4.5, or on a traditional book. I'll say that. But the 4.5, the 4.5 3-point attempts. He's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. In a matchup like this, where possibly he's going to have to take a decent amount of threes, or he's going to want to take a decent amount of threes, it's something that I probably want to take a look at there. What's up, West Side? ATL, Shouty, ATL in the house. What's up, West Side? How you doing, man? Happy New Year's to everybody. This is the official first stream of the New Year's and the official first play of the New Year's, which be Julius Randle. Like I said, I take him over 6.5 rebounds. It's going to be a multitude of ways I'm taking him, and I'm probably, it's probably I'm looking ahead, right? So, like I said, the 10.5 rebounds plus assists, the assists at 3.5 is a parlay piece, and the 6.5 rebounds, I like it all for Julius Randle. And then for value, if you really just want to get busy, they're going to give us tremendous value for a double double for Rudy Gobert. He just had 20 rebounds versus them. Granted, it was a while back. It was a while back, but it was this season. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of this Boston Celtics team from a rebounding standpoint. I just think Julius Randle can get there. I know Rudy Gobert supposed to get there. It'll be a struggle for the double double. Excuse me, but maybe if I'm doing a Hail Mary parlay or something, Rudy Gobert might make the cut at a plus 190 for a double double. Look at the times that we're in, man. Look at the times that we're in. Yeah, man, that's crazy for Jaden Ivey, man. I just don't, that's wild. That's wild, wild, wild. As far as the threes and everything, this is a three-point shooting league. Three-point shooting league, it is what it is, right? I almost pulled the trigger on Ant-Man threes. That's just something that you have to get there. You're going to get plus money for it. It is what it is. The volume should be there. One thing I would say is Mike Conley. There was Coach Speed last week saying that Mike Conley needs to be a little bit more aggressive. If we can take a look and see what Mike Conley has been doing right now or lately or in the last one or two games, just to take a look and see has he been aggressive. I meant to take a look at that earlier, so right now we'll take a look at Mike Conley, and we'll see how he's fared in the last 2 or 3 games, or at least the last 2 games. So taking a look at his game log here on Game Day Insights. Right now, hmm, hmm, I don't see too much, right, as of right now. Westside said been going crazy on Dabble. Okay, okay, nice. So I don't see, like I said, I don't see too much right now. Let me see. Um, okay, well, I don't know. Hmm. So the last game, he did take 10 attempts. He went 4-7 for 3. So, you got to keep an eye out, okay? You got to keep an eye out. And one thing I am noticing is right here, his minutes, right? Um, hmm, 30, 32, 31, 22, 20, 26, 24, 26, 18. Right here, though, these last 3 games, it's been solid with a 22 to about a 23-minute average. Something you want to keep an eye out on. Are they making way for DiVincenzo? I don't know, right? Because I can take a look at DiVincenzo. Uh, let's see what his minutes allotment has been looking like. Because they're probably going to need all hands on deck in a situation like this. DiVincenzo, end of November, uh, beginning of December, he's been looking like a solid mid to lower 20s. And then as we going right here to the end of December around Christmas, right after Christmas, his last 3 games, he's averaging over 30 minutes. So we'll have to see. I'd have to see what's going on. But you don't want to miss these trains. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Points wise, 10, 26, 22, 11 for DiVincenzo. One last time I checked, his points been coming out around 9.5. So let's see. Anytime it's at 11.5 right now. If you like DiVincenzo, anytime you get somebody like that, I would probably look at his raw points, at 11.5. But the threes, we know it's a three-point shoot league, so the threes could and should be there, depending on the minutes. 2.5 3 for DiVincenzo at minus 120. And then what about Nas Reed? Plus 100 for 1.5 threes. Interesting plays there. Could turn into a three-point shooting game. We know what Boston does. We know who they are. So keep an eye out on the Kristaps Porzingis news. and we'll see what's going to happen. Next game here on the docket, Indiana Pacers and the Miami Heat. Right now, I couldn't pull the trigger on anything, truthfully, right? But what I will say here is looking at the defense versus position, point guards here. Uh, lately, mm, in the assist category, lately, at least the last month here, um, the potentials are pretty much up for the point guards versus Miami. They give up the third most assists, and they're probably giving up the most potential assists in Miami in the last month, uh, about 4 weeks. So if you want to take that into consideration, you can. Uh, so but not a lot that's standing out to me. What I will say is I don't know if uh, now I know Terry Rozier was suspended last game, and I don't know if Duncan Robinson played last game, but that led to Tyler Hero uh, uh, about 40 minutes, and then um, you had Jimmy Butler out there just you know not looking so good, right? Not wanting to play or whatever the fuck it is they got going on. But let me see something here. I don't know what they got going on, but switch my light, man. Switch these colors on my light. I don't know. It is what it is, though. But and then last time these two teams played, I mean, Turner does have a 5-3 game versus these guys, and if I'm mistaken, I think Bam gave these guys 20 both games this season. I can take a look at that here. I can go right here to Bam and a bio, and then I can click on his name once I add it to this section here. And I can also go versus here, and I can just go versus Miami and hmm, versus Miami. Bam Adebayo. Take out Julius. Take out Mike. Take out DiVincenzo. Rudy Gobert. Tumani. And leave Bam up there. So why is it okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Versus Indy. I'm tripping. Y'all ain't say nothing. Why y'all ain't say nothing? So this year, um, he's got 24 points. That was so they played these guys 2 games apart. He almost played 40 minutes in both of those games. He's got 24 and 30 points there. He's made two threes in back-to-back games versus these two teams here. This team, I mean, 8 rebounds, 11 rebounds. He almost had a triple double yesterday. So I mean, it is what it is, right? I'm not taking that into consideration. I'm definitely not. But at the end of the day, I could try to find something, but I'm not, right? This game, I just don't know, man. With these Miami games, I just don't know. I'm going to go right on past. Now, the Clippers and the Oklahoma City Thunder here, we have an over under of 218 in this spot. Man, the Clippers are 10-point dogs on the road, okay? Um, One thing I want to point out here is, well, long story short, to get to the cut to the chase, I think these teams played twice. SGA gave them a 45 piece in one of those games and 25 in the other. SGA points are that's just a separate. You want to see where your return on investment with him over the course of the year of just straight business points all the time. So his points are definitely in play. But when I'm looking at points, truthfully, definitely in this matchup here, I'm looking at Shai Gillis Alexander and I'm looking at Norman Powell, right? And then, but you have to. I don't say you have to, but you do have to consider the Norman Powell's threes, right? You're going to get plus money for it. The thing about that is when you look at the defensive shot profile, OKC, the type of defense that they play, they will allow the attempts, the catch and shoot 3-point attempts, the corner 3-point attempts, right? Above the break, right? But these are numbers on the season. How about the last 4 weeks? Let's take a look at that. So OKC, still in the same category. I mean, catch and shoot 3 point attempts, corner 3 point attempts, and then uh, OKC with the above the break threes. Like I said, but at the end of the day, you get somebody like Norman Powell, who you can definitely take a look at. Let's see. Uh, we could definitely take a look at. Let's take down Indiana. Let's go up here. Let's add Norman Powell. And like I said, you can take a look and see how he does things, right? He's averaging on the catch and shoot side right here, Norman Powell. On the catch and shoot side, he's averaging 6.3 points. That's at least two threes. And then on pull up, 6.8 points. I want to say that's at least two threes as well. Now, versus this team, last time these two teams played, if I click, let's see, okay, see if I click that, he had 11 pull-ups, 6 catch and shoot, 12 drive, 10 points in the paint. He can mix it up a little bit, right? There's nobody on that back end when it comes to paint points, but Isaiah Hartenstein, well, they are getting a little bit more healthy, so I can't just say that. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at his averages and where he's scoring from and things of that nature, he's averaging on the season uh, 11 pull up points, 6 catch and shoot, you know, 12. He can do that, right? He can do that, right? Um, this boy is averaging what? 31 points? Ain't no. He averaging 31? You crazy? He averaging 31? Am I saying that correctly? Mm. I know he be balling, but damn, he ain't averaging no 31. 24. 24. He averaging 24. All right, but 22 and a half, I mean, for somebody who's going to be out there shooting the ball, I like it, right? I like it. So I didn't bet it. I didn't bet it, but I like it, right? But yeah, Norman Powell, um, hmm, 3 pointers made. Um, he's hit this number. He's frequently at or around this number. Last time he met OKC, he gave him 5 threes there and gave him 3 threes there, but he also gave them 24 points or better, 24 points and 31 points in the two meetings that he's seen these guys this year. So, it is what it is, right? And last but not least, yeah, I think you have to consider Zubac's rebounds. Don't mean you have to bet it, but 12 and a half, you have to consider it. And it's starting on the way up to being juiced, right? It's at a minus 113. So, it is what it is, right? If I had to take two plays from this game, it would probably be Shaquille Alexander points and Norman Powell's uh, points. It did Ivica Zubac's rebounds. Well, I could actually put Ivica Zubac's rebounds at number two, and then followed by Norman Powell's points. But if you want to tease it down or something like that, be my guest, right? It is what it is. So next play here is going to be now the Milwaukee Bucks here. And if you don't get to this play, you can definitely take a look at it right now. I mean, take a look at it in the near future. This is what this guy does, but I'll get to it in a second. We have over under 221 in this spot, right? Now, I was looking for some numbers for Ben Simmons across the industry, but they confused right now. They didn't put anything up for Ben Simmons because man, they got to figure out this D'Lo shit, this D'Lo situation. I know that's what's going on with the books. You can find a lot of numbers, but I have been looking for Ben Simmons, and I just haven't been seeing them on any book, right? So I just been searching all around. Uh, I still don't see him, right? They do have. I did see. I did. Let me see. I did see D'Lo. There goes DeAndre Russell. I just got to figure it out. Now, we know Giannis, we know Damian Lillard, we know all these guys, right? So at the end of the day, I'll tell you what, I had interest in Ben Simmons three assist prop here. That's one, okay? And then Chris Middleton, right? It's a multitude of ways that I didn't mind firing him up. Let's go to his game log and things like that, and I can show you guys how I was trying, how I don't mind, messing around with his numbers. Now Middleton, um, like I said, it's a few ways that you can attack him when getting busy on these bets. We can look at the threes right now. I've been just a lot of guys that's been worthy of the 1.5 three. I've been playing them individually, like 3 or 4 guys, and it's been panning out for me. Um, Vucevic, that 1.5 three, been golden. Um, 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 the Joker's 1.5 three, been golden. Man, Jaden Ivey's 1.5 three had been golden for us, man. And Randall's 1.5 three been golden. Now it's time to take a look at Chris Middleton's 1.5 for him has just been, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, right here, since he's been getting it started right here when he got the 18 minutes. But like every game except for that first, except for this last game that he played versus Indy, he was going over four threes, three threes, three threes, four threes. So you want to get to it early, right? I got to it right here versus my Chicago Bulls. I just wanted to take a stab at it, and it came to fruition. I think there was no ABC, so that's really what pushed me over the edge. And as you can see, his minutes is climbing up. One thing I tell you, the coach is going to tell you when they minutes limits, but they ain't going to tell you when they take them out. You have to do that work for yourself. Now, lately his minutes have been going up gradually each and every last game. 23, 23, then 26, then 27, then 30. So he's at 30 minutes. You could look at him between that middle 26 to 30-minute range right now. I think that's well enough time to hit two threes or either his rebound prop, where he's gotten 5 rebounds or more in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games, or his assist prop, where he's gotten um, um, man, he's been dropping dimes, right? And you could also look at his rebounds plus assists. Was sitting at 9.5. I believe that was on Prize Picks, uh, and then I think there's 10.5s on the books, right? So looking on Prize Picks, Middleton, uh, his rebounds and assists are 9.5, right? So that's a lean right there for me, right? Let me put that over there because that's going to be a part, probably going to be a part of the sixth pick or whatever the case may be. Or I just don't know. I mean, you can look at the 5 assists. I like the 5 assists as well. Maybe I might just go with the 5 assists. I don't know, right? But one thing about Middleton, Middleton is one of those type of guys. They really need Middleton. Middleton can get you down in that post. You could also look at his points, right? Or just wrap it all up and take it in this PRH because he's hit this 14 and a half points in 5 straight games. So at the end of the day, you can wrap it all up and put it in one, right? And keep on rolling it, right? Keep on rolling it, and just because his numbers definitely for his caliber of play can definitely be uh, higher than this, around the 18, 19 ish point range. But what he can do is, he can post up. He can see the floor. He can get you a few rebounds, get you a few assists. That's pretty good for somebody like Dame to come out there. He can come out there playing off ball, and he just adds another weapon, catching, slashing, ABCs and stuff like that. So he's gonna be, they really, really, really needed him. They definitely did. So you can look at his PRAs, rebounds and assists, all that good stuff. Regular individual rebounds, individual points, or anything, right? Do I like the pace of this game? No, I don't. No, I don't like the pace of this game. But at the end of the day, I didn't bet on any of them. If you guys got any suggestions on how you would like to attack it, be my guest. But he's got some nice hit rates on some things. I'm definitely taking a stab at the threes, though. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all already know who I am, what I do. You know I like threes. So the 1.5 threes here. For Middleton right now, it's a minus 138. But it is what it is. You catch it on one of these pick'em sites, go for it, right? Cam Thomas, he's a self-explanatory. We know who he is. We know what he does. We know how much he's going to shoot, right? Didn't take a look at his points prop, and I don't mind. One thing I will say about Damian Lillard, he's not the best defender. And then you add somebody like Chris Middleton, he's another guy who's not the best defender, right? But offensive stats, Chris Middleton can put him up. Points wise, here we're taking a look at Cam Thomas's points wise. His points prop sitting at 19 and a half. That's still too low, right? I wouldn't take the under on that, right? So I lean towards the over that on that right there. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to work this in with D'Lo. You know what I'm saying? Because both of these guys, and then Ben Simmons and by D'Lo being able to pass the ball as well. Cam Johnson, you can look at him for threes, and I must go see why Nick Claxton is locked up, right? So it's possible that he can probably. So Simmons out. Okay, so the books already knew that, right? Books already knew that. Maxwell Lewis out. Zaire Williams out. Okay, okay. One thing I will say about Nick Claxton is he's in the 30-minute range right now, right? So he's going to be in consideration for me when it comes to rebounding and things of that nature. Uh, Three of his last 5 games, he's had double-digit rebounds. And then, like I say, he's played 30 minutes or better in 4 straight games. You have to pay attention to the minutes. Prior to that, in his last 10, 15 games, he had only played 30 minutes, probably once or twice, right? And this is what we want when we started to get ready to bet on Claxton's rebounds, things of that nature. But the book had already caught on to it. They already had him at 8.5 rebounds. So I can't imagine them putting his rebounds up any higher. But at the end of the day, we all know Brook Lopez is not the best rebounder. Okay, so you could tease his rebounds or anything of that nature if you want. Philadelphia 76ers and Golden State Warriors. It's not a lot that I have for this game. Uh, we know all we're doing is waiting on them to rule in, um, them to rule in uh, Embiid. So take that into consideration. I think Rudy, I mean Kelly Oubre might be doubtful for this game, and then he might be doubtful. Keep an eye on that. And then Draymond and Curry status. I'm not gonna. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever you want to do with this game, right? I'm gonna just keep it moving to a game that I gotta play in. But I will say, keep an eye on Trace Jackson Davis, right? He's solidifying his spot, right? Playing upper mid to upper 20 minutes. His rebound prop opened up at 8.5. If you stay out of foul trouble, you can rebound versus uh, uh, Embiid. Speaking of rebounds, we're getting to my second official play, which would be yeah. And one thing I would say about that is what Philly is doing right now. I think they're having a hard time putting this three, putting the big three together, right? When it's only two of those guys, Paul George had better games. He had 30 last night. But they haven't been playing enough together to figure out each of the best roles for each other. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes Paul George can get passive, right? And they have to figure that out. They have to figure that out. For them to the chemistry. That's what it all boils down to. And Maxie missed his fair share of time. Embiid missed his fair share of time and continues to bounce in and out of the lineup. Even even George missed his fair share of time. So at the end of the day, these guys need that time together to gel. We'll see what's gonna happen, right? We'll see what's gonna happen. But I do have an official play in this game right here. Portland Trailblazers at Los Angeles Angels. I mean Lakers. I'm talking about the Angels. Here come the MLB, right? But at the end of the day, we got a 223 over under in this spot. Portland Trailblazers, 9.5 road dogs, right? So one thing I would say about this Lakers team, uh, the rebounding for this team has not been, I've not been happy with the rebounding. I don't care. I ain't gonna say I'm not be happy. I don't really care. truth be told. So last 4 weeks, um, last 4 weeks, he the Lakers, in general, their rebounding has been they top 10, probably one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. They like ninth in rebound, giving up the most rebounds, right? But you filter that to the center position, and they're getting worse, right? So this is the last 4 weeks when it comes to rebounds to the center position. They're fourth in giving up rebounds. Rebound chances, they're probably fourth, maybe, or whatever the case may be. This is the rebound. They've been ailing when it comes to rebounding to the center position. Now, that's the last 4 weeks, but at the end of the day, when you look over the full course of the season, there's no difference, right? They're probably even worse. Over the course of the full season, they're giving up the second most rebounds, and they're giving up the the sixth most rebound chances. First place is only second, separating these guys from 1.5 rebounds. So it's just like a big ass tie when you look at all that green, right? But at the end of the day, no, probably about 2 rebounds, 1.5 rebounds, about 1.5 rebounds, but it is what it is. They've been getting, they ain't been looking good in the rebound category. Okay, now taking a look at Aiton here, um, taking a look at Aiton, right? So Aiton, uh, Aiton did face this team once, and DeAndre Ayton gave these guys 19 rebounds, right? Let's see. So right here, December 8th, 14 points, uh, whatever, right? 19 rebounds. That's some shit. Okay. So at the end of the day, you know, man, I can't even. But if you really want to look at Aiton there, he is one of those guys that there could be some foul trouble risk here. But if you're willing to overlook the foul trouble risk, I like his rebounds. I like his double double. I took his double double with a plus 125. He's gonna have to stay out of foul trouble. If he stays out of foul trouble, I think he hits this number. There'll be no Jeremy Grant today, so that's one thing that you need to keep an eye out on. Now, rebound chances right here versus Philly. He did have a little bit of, I wouldn't say it, probably just a teeny bit of foul trouble there. But at the end of the day, he had 13 rebound chances. But versus Dallas, 23 rebound chances. Utah, 20 rebound chances. So um, it might have. Let's see. Hmm, hmm. So he averaged 16 rebound chances on the season. So I'd like to see him around 20-ish. That way he's converting at least half of them. And, but he's definitely converting over half of his rebound chances, right? So, it is what it is. How many did he have versus that? He had 25. He had 19 rebounds on 25 rebound chances versus that Lakers team, that game, right? So, that's an official play for me. I took the double double. The rebounds at 10.5. I haven't sprinkled on the 10.5 rebounds yet. And you're gonna get that at plus money. I might put a couple bucks on that. But at the end of the day, the double double, I got it at minus 120. Took the over there. Right now, there's a couple ancillary guys that we can look at for rebounds and things of that nature and value. Right. Since this is not the best rebounding team, you can take a look at Kamara. Right. Um, Tumani Kamara. Um, he's been rebounding the ball pretty well as of late. He's been getting value, right? He's been dishing out value, and he's been getting the minutes, right? The minutes equal opportunities. 30, 38, 32, 36, 28, 29, 31, 33, right? I need you to be out there, stay out of foul trouble, and get some rebounds. Versus this team, he has 6 rebounds versus this team. Last time these two teams played, his rebounds right now are sitting at what? 5.5 at plus money, right? So 5.5 at plus money. For 8 rebounds, you're gonna get some decent plus money there. You'll probably get plus 390. For 10 rebounds for Kamara, plus 950, and so on and so on, right? Meaning if you put $1 on this 950, you're gonna get back 10.50 if it wins, right? $10.50, some shit like that, right? So, at the end of the day, if you take a look at his rebounds and then you taking a look at his rebound chances, it's not. It's telling the story, right? So, 10 rebounds versus Philly, 8 versus Utah, 12 versus Dallas, 7 versus the Spurs, 8 versus Denver, 7 versus Phoenix, right? That's about right. And then he's hit this rebound prop in general. What? Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 straight games. 6 rebounds or more, you're going to get it for plus money, right? Now, the rebound chances 15, 13, 17, 13, 11. That's just showing me that you're going out there, these ain't no oops rebounds, you're going for them, right? So, at the end of the day, 5.5 rebounds, it's not a realm of possibilities there for him. He's got double digit points and let's see, 50% of his last 6 games. 3 of his last 6 games, he got double digit points. You probably get a double double for him for at plus million odds or whatever the case may be. Let's see, plus 1600. I'm not going there, but it's something I wanted to point out there. Now, uh, another guy we could take a look outside of LeBron James, of course, we definitely got to take a look at Reeves there, and he's been playing some ball, especially these last few games. You can look at his rebounds. No, what's the boy's name? Reeves, REA. Okay. Taking a look at the Reeves there, REA. Uh, so he's been balling lately, man. Like, man. And then they got D'Lo out the way. So, but in the rebound category, he's hit this rebound prop in what? Also Reeves? No, this is not Reeves. This is he's got a double double and a triple double in his last few games, don't he? Right. So 3 straight games he's got 10 assists or better, and then the rebound category in 4 straight games he's hit his rebound prop, right? So he's been playing some decent ball here, right? He didn't play that last game versus Portland, but at the end of the day, you can look at him for his rebounds plus assists. He's hit his rebounds plus assists in 3 straight games. Um, yeah, 3 straight games. Right now, I think it opened up at probably 10.5. But right now, you'll get his rebounds plus assists at 11.5 at a minus 102. So he had to get 12 to hit that. And then his regular assist probably sitting at 7.5. Don't know if I'm going there. 7.5 at good plus money. And then the rebound prop for him, you'll get it at what? I think 4.5. Let's see, 4.5 at plus money, and that's the one that's kind of enticing. But it's not something that I've been betting, and I don't know, right? But his minutes should go up, and at the end of the day, let's see. Yeah, rebounds for him. He's been crushing it though, boy. Man, 4 straight games. He's Hulk smashed it. 4.5. He's went up to 6. He got 6 or better. That's great value if you're playing it at that number. So I couldn't talk you off of it, but I don't know if I'm gonna go there. I would have to probably mix the rebound and assist combo if I wanted to do that. And if you really want to do that, you could also mix up the points, rebounds plus assists, right? So there you have that. Now, um, so they'll be without Ben Simmons today. And man, who's gonna get the start? D'Lo, what? So that backcourt is gonna be barbecue chicken, right? So oh my god, oh my god. So just to get things out the way, DeAndre Ayton, this DeAndre Ayton and Julius Randle, these are official plays for me. 10 the double double on the books, 6.5 rebounds on the books, and this will be a 2-man as well. I already played it, right? 2-man. I already played the 2-man. Julius Randle, you can look at him for 1.5 threes. I like that. His rebounds and assists at 10.5. I like that on the books. DeAndre Ayton, his regular rebound prop at 10.5. You can take a look at that as well as his double double. That's what I took the double double. Okay. I'm thinking about sprinkling on the 10.5, and I'll be looking to make sure he stays out of foul trouble. If he does, it's very well possible we should be able to get to his rebound prop. It's a lot of different value plays that we can get extreme plus money that I pointed out. So it is what it is, right? Um, Chris Middleton, like I said, it's a play that I don't mind getting to. And I can see instances. I mean, because they lost Dorian Finney-Smith. That was they lost Dorian Finney-Smith, and you lost and there's no Ben Simmons. That's some decent defense. That's you missing off the perimeter and things like that. So that makes me like the PRAs a little bit more. You can get Middleton's PRAs, which he's hit in 5 straight games. Let him go out there and give you 20 points. This is dust in the wind, right? Uh, 14 and a half points to 5 rebounds, or the 5 assists, or the rebounds plus assists at 9.5. It's a multitude of things and a multitude of ways that you can support him, even in the fantasy score, right? Category, right? So he's hit his fantasy score probably 4 of his last 5. Oh, he's 100% to that number too. So it is what it is. That's in his last 5 games, right? So since we pointing all that shit out, I think we're gonna just put. I don't know how I want to put him in this tick on this ticket right here, but I think he could go on this ticket some type of way. Um, Man, what about how about how about damn mm, rebounds and assists? Just leave it at that. Nah, maybe I'll just leave it at that, right? Um, 3 pointers made. What do we have here? Mike Conley 1.5. Um, I'm a power 4.5. Is it? Ooh, you know what? Let's take his points. Let's take his points. Let's take his points. Let's take his points. Let's take. So he's 20 and a half points. Cam Thomas at 20 and a half. Hmm. 20 and a half. Okay. I might have to come back to this SGA 31. How about this? Let me finish this off. I'm getting ready. I'll make a YouTube short. I'll make a Facebook reel, and I'll put the six pick up there, right? I'll put the six pick and a parlay from the books, okay? So I'll do that. Make it short, make a reel, and X, right? So I'll do that, and then we'll get it cracking, right? Okay, we'll do that so I can get off camera, right? All right, peace out, fam. Peace out. Peace out.